We are live. It is the last week of the regular season, and we are here to overreact to everything we saw in week 17 and look ahead to week 18.
Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Megan Steve, that OG vision. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one. Fanspeak, forever.
All right, guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network. I'm your host, Fred Astaire, joined as always by Tyler Hicks. Tyler, I'm having a little bit, that's why I keep looking the wrong way. My main screen's not working today. I'm going to mess with this a little more, but give me your top takeaways from week 17 in the NFL.
I got one takeaway spread. This is definitely like one of your takes. And I instantly thought of you when I made this comment to my buddies watching the game yesterday. They should do away with challenges. I don't think those should be a thing in football anymore. Because if you think about it, it's kind of slowing down the game. Replay assist kind of kills the challenges when they throw the flag anyway. Half the coaches throw a challenge flag and they go, replay assist has already determined this play was this. The challenge flag has been picked up. They haven't been charged a timeout. We know replay assist does every play. Why not just have them just do away with the flags? I feel like I would speed up the game a little bit. Just a weird take. Anything there?
The time that I noticed how much better replay assist is watching college football. Because you go back and the old challenges where they walk over and the referees look in the booth. I mean, it just
we don't
20
need
years
that
old
anymore.
Just
get the right. We know the right calls are supposed to be made. You can get the replay in before the next play is done. So,
all right. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this, Tyler. So I'm gonna be looking the wrong way this whole time. But that's okay because we're gonna talk about some of the things that we saw, and then of course. Look ahead. Let's talk about what we saw on Christmas Day. Of course, the big surprise was Minnesota beating Detroit. What did you think of that game, Tyler? What's up with the Lions?
I mean, offensive line's bad as of right now. They're hurt. They've just been banged up. The defense is really banged up, and you can really get pressure on Goff behind this O-line, and we know Goff folds like a lawn chair under pressure. So that's basically what teams have figured out the last couple of weeks, and that's what you've been seeing. So, I mean, we all knew Goff had limitations in this offense, and when your O-line was as good as it was the last couple of years, he's going to look elite. When your offensive line starts to fall apart and he has to make plays, that's when you're going to see how average of a quarterback he actually is. So that's my takeaway there.
All right, and we'll talk about that a little bit more because, of course, the Lions do have a big game against the Bears this weekend. Tyler, on Saturday, man, I went 0 for 2, dude. We were both on the Chargers. What happened there against the Texans, man? Are the Texans actually good?
I mean, they had two really big drives or two really big plays at the beginning of the game that scored them touchdowns. But then outside of that, they really didn't do much on offense. Their defense is elite. They have probably the best defense in the league. It's just their offense that worries me the most. Like you just watched them play your Raiders a few weeks ago. Spread. They almost lost the game. They didn't cover the spread. They were double-digit favorites.
That was like the ultimate let-down spot, right?
Yes,
they had all these tough opponents. And then
when you have that good of a defense, you should be able to hold that team to, 13? And that's pretty much what they did. Yeah. Your offense can't get to 20 against that bad of a defense. That's just a bad game to be in. They should have handily beat the Raiders, with especially how bad your guys' defense is. So I think that Houston's limitations are C.J. Stroud and their offense. If they can't get offense in the playoffs, that's how they're going to lose the game.
Yeah. So I had a buddy texted me. He said, I'm out on the Chargers. I was kind of like you, though. You take out the first couple drives, and I felt the Chargers played pretty well. Obviously, they had to be disappointed to lose that game when we were on the wrong side of the pick, but I wasn't ready to write them off altogether.
The other thing, too, is the Chargers O-line is also banged up, and they are missing a ton.
But those guys aren't coming back. So
and
when we're talking about
those guys
the
aren't coming
Chargers
back.
moving
We know
forward,
the Texans' defensive line's a lead, and they showed it in that game. They blew up everything Herbert was trying to do for most of the game. It's just Houston's offense. If they can't pull away from a team, it only takes a couple drives to beat this team. So, very interested to see what happens in the playoffs with them. But they could be one of the teams, spread. CJ Stroud puts together 3 good games, and all of a sudden it's the Texans versus someone in the Super Bowl.
But isn't that the theme for this year? This has to be the most wide open it's been in, I can't even remember.
Yeah, this
is
is
years. And I'm trying to go back to when I was a kid, and it was even worse then before the salary cap.
because you had the dynasties every year. Well, most of the years you had New England for so many years. When it wasn't New England, it was the Colts sliding in with Peyton Manning. If it wasn't one of those two, the Steelers slid in for 1 or 2 Super Bowls. Then the Chiefs took over. And outside of that, there's just always been a team that's dominated throughout the year.
Every team has weaknesses. Every team has a reason that you can believe in the team.
There's no Philadelphia from last year where you can look at them and go, oh, I can't tell you a weakness on that team.
Yeah. And I think we might even look back on this year's winners like the way we look back on Flacco's Ravens, where it's just like they got hot at the right time, right?
Oh, that's what it's going to be.
We don't consider that an all-time team, but we do.
That's what I've been preaching for the last couple of weeks, Brett. Whichever team rolls into the playoffs and is hot, they're going to make a run.
Yeah, so I think it's fun for us as fans, and I think it opens up some live betting opportunities too. So, all right, Tyler, I'm here to take my licks. Jayme's not here with us today. So I'll be the resident Packers backer. Boy, did I get that game wrong. And where I got it wrong, man, that offensive line of the Ravens all of a sudden is just mauling people.
Not even just
that was the difference in the game. When you give Derrick Henry 2-3 yards to get running before there's any contact.
Oh, yeah, it's game over.
Yeah.
The other thing was I know you were on Green Bay. You didn't factor in because we all thought the Lions were going to win, but didn't factor in that if they didn't, this game didn't matter to Green Bay now because they clinched the playoff berth. So, I know they fought hard, but in the end, the game didn't matter. So
I don't think they lost though because they didn't try hard. I think they lost. No,
they didn't lose because they didn't try hard. But
Baltimore just beat them in the trenches. You had
a team that was clinching. They already clinched their playoff berth. Were dealing with injuries. Probably just wanted to get in and get out of that game. And another team that needed to win that game to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Still can't figure out this TV screen. I don't know how it's worked for. I've had to set up for like 3 years.
Welcome to technology, spread.
And that's why, like, when people are like, "Oh, singularity, you'll upload your mind," I'm like, "Yeah, right, dude. Their thing will glitch out." Anyways, Sunday, what did we see that actually mattered? Oh, do we want to talk about Pittsburgh?
No, can I just say I told you so? And that's the typical spot that they just lay an egg. And why make it easy?
They've lost 7 of their last 8 trips to Cleveland too. That's a tough matchup for them.
But spread. All they needed was a touchdown. I know you could. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, this is just narrative pushing." Like, "Oh, you're gonna say like the games are rigged." I don't think they had it rigged. No, I don't. I'm not saying
you got without DK Metcalf. This is the first game ever the whole year that the Browns have better wide receivers.
Spread. I'm not saying the game was rigged, and I'm not saying they had a meeting and talked this over. But I think Rodgers in his head coming into that game, he had never been sacked by Myles Garrett in his entire career. Myles Garrett is sitting 1 sack away from that record. Over Aaron Rodgers' dead body was Myles Garrett breaking the sack record and getting his first sack on Aaron Rodgers. Anytime you've seen one of those guys put a hand on him, he just whipped the ball at the ground at the closest guy to their feet. He wasn't trying to extend any plays, which he had done for the last 4 to 5 weeks. He was just instantly putting it in the dirt. I know the offense was bad. You don't have DK out there. But DK's one guy. He was making the plays the last couple of weeks with other receivers, not just DK. So I think he didn't want to extend plays because he didn't want to give Garrett chances. And the game was just boring and slow. They could have won that game if they wanted to. Shador just gave them a ton of chances to win that game, and they didn't want it.
I mean, it's the worst wide receiving core. Like I said, it's just organizational malpractice that they went into the season with that type of offense. But whatever. 9-8 wild card exit. Here we come. I got one right in the afternoon, though, Tyler. You guys told me.
You think they're winning spread? They're 3-point dogs at home.
Yeah, but this is what Tomlin does. He can only win when we expect him to lose.
They're 3.5-point dogs. It's going up. You might be a 4 here.
It's even better, right? Because if he's the favorite, he can't win. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, I kind of like him as dogs. But Tyler, let me get my props in here. I'm taking lumps left and right. But I told you guys, the Philadelphia Eagles would control the line of scrimmage. And at the end of the game, they almost threw it away, but they did not. Love to hear it, buddy. Philadelphia Eagles, dude. I know that we keep talking bad about this team because they're not as good as last year's team, but most of these teams aren't as good as last year. I think the Eagles are still alive in the NFC.
Oh, they're 100% live spread. They might be the ugliest football team I've ever watched play was the way they play. And, like, it's just the offense is so condensed. It's 4 guys. You kind of know their plays as a fan watching them play. It's like RPO, it's either a slant or it's a deep ball. It's Goddard on a little like curl route, or Jalen Hurts is going to scramble to the edge of the out of bounds and whip a ball to the sideline, or it's going to be a Saquon run. Like that is their entire offense. There is nobody else there. But just like you said, the entire NFL is wide open. Top to bottom, they might be the best team, just bringing back what they had last year. I know a bunch of guys left, but what they have left and what the NFL looks like right now, they might be the team to beat. So who knows? It's interesting to see. I wouldn't be surprised if they're representing the NFC again.
I mean, I think once the playoffs get here, you got to treat Jalen like a running back. I mean, I would design like 15 to 18 runs.
That's the other thing too. I think you could see something like that where it's like, oh, now we're going to add another element, but we're going to push a different spot of this offense very heavily. That's the same thing I think we see with like a Seattle. Seattle's going to push their run game very heavy in the playoffs, I think. There's no way you let Darnold drop back 35 times in playoffs and expect to win.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that de facto playoff game we'll have coming up this Saturday night. However, we'll talk about that a little more, but I thought it was a perfect segue here. Tyler, man, I had the Bears plus 3.5. You know, we talked about it.
He throws you a pick 6 to open the game.
Bro, that defense can't stop anybody. I mean, unbelievable.
He went like when you started watching, like you turn on game, he throws pick 6. You go, oh boy, like this is about to be a bad game for San Fran, good game for spread bet. And then Brock Purdy ensued to put on one of the best games I've seen all year. He shredded that defense. I know they're bad, but he absolutely lit that defense up the entire game. So they're another team spread with everything they've dealt with this year. They're going to be tough to beat in the playoffs.
49ers?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think they will be.
I still think it's a product of of just a weak schedule, dude. And it just goes to show the Bears just aren't that good.
We'll see this week coming up with Sam Darnold and these guys, but I think San Fran's live to win that game. Very live to win that game.
Of course they're live to beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, spread. The Seahawks, who are plus 270 and the favorite to win the NFC.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And then let's talk about last night. Tyler, I took the plus 9. It's another one that you guys advised me against, but I went against the grain. Feeling pretty good at 21-3. I had a cash out that would have been like, $2 less than the amount I would have won, and I didn't take it. About 24-17, even though it's plus 9, still, I was like, dude, if I end up losing this. But Tyler, I didn't realize watching that game, I probably would have been more nervous. My Raiders now secured a top 2 pick. I don't really have to care about this weekend.
No, you're good, spread. I mean, How do they have? I think they have like an 80% chance to have the first pick.
Well, that's because they have a 20% chance to beat the Chiefs. All we have to do is lose to the Chiefs, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, but who's the other team? Like, who's
Giants.
would it just drop back to the Giants? Who are they playing?
Good
Are
question.
they playing the Cowboys? They're playing the Cowboys.
They could actually win that too.
I don't know if Dak's playing or not. So there's a chance they could win that.
He's playing. I'm pretty sure he is.
Okay.
I read today he is, and he's got a chance to have the most yards in the NFL this year.
That's probably why he's going out there.
That's what I'm thinking too. So, anyways, good win by the Falcons. I know that we've been really high on the Rams. I'm not ready to downgrade them. It just kind of just shows you what's going on there.
I'll tell you one thing.
How once they get a good coach next year, they're going to be really good.
They need Dotson back on that offensive line. That offensive line looked absolutely horrendous last night against that front. I know Atlanta's got good pass rushers, but man, they were all over Stafford. He couldn't get any plays going downfield most of that game. So, and Bijan, what a stud. First overall pick in every fantasy draft next year.
Has to be.
Him. What's the
Although
order?
earlier I did see an
the
underdog
top five spread. What's the top five? Him, Puka, JSN. I'm taking both them. I'm taking both them receivers over Gibbs. Gibbs is 4.
No way.
Yes, I am definitely taking Puka and JSN after seeing the volume they've gotten over Jahmyr Gibbs. Yes,
I'm taking Jahmyr Gibbs over both of them.
And I'm saying number 5, Jamar Chase.
Fair enough. I haven't looked that far. I just saw that the first mock draft I saw, or the first Underdog board put out, they put Gibbs.
Give us what you predict to be your top 5 picks next year.
The first one that Underdog put out, their ADP, they had Gibbs at number 1. That was before last night.
That was before. I mean, here's my take on Gibbs. Gibbs is going to be overdrafted next year. He's going to be a little bit too high. He is still he's still a stud of a player. Their offensive line is just going to get worse, and Goff is just going to get worse, which means their offense in it as a whole is going to get worse. They're not going to be scoring as many points.
Their offense is going to get better because they're going to get more healthy, and they'll probably get a better offensive lineman.
I don't think so.
Yes.
And I also think that you've seen this is the same thing that's happened with Philly spread when their offensive coordinator left. You've seen Detroit be able to put it together for about 8 weeks before their offense.
Yeah, but then Philly got a better offensive coordinator. You don't think that'll happen again?
Let's see what happens. That's my take on Gibbs. I think he would be a little bit too high. I think he should be in the 6 to 8 range. And I'm going to be out on him in the top 3 or 4 picks.
You're crazy. I'll easily go I can't wait till our show's next. We're going Gibbs at 2.
There's no chance.
Yes, we. All right, guys. Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network. We're already arguing over best ball drafts for next season. Tyler, any other overall takes we have from this weekend before we want to dive into this week's game?
No, just one thing. All the guys, and I think there's one guy in the chat. I think our guy Coolers in the chat tailed me on this one. Those CMC 40-1 Offensive Player of the Year tickets, they legit might come down to Saturday night. If they beat Seattle and he has a good game, he's sitting at plus 380. JSN.
I wouldn't be surprised, dude, because he's getting
he might jump.
He's going up in MVP voting.
Yes. Here's my one worry.
What?
Bijan might break the all-time scrimmage record for yard spread. That has to mean something, right?
Yeah, especially on that team. It's way easier to be successful in San Francisco.
The dude was 250-1 yesterday spread. He is 35-1. If he nukes the Saints, does he just get the award?
I don't know. I'm not a big award guy, but you'd have to think so, right?
I think it's a 3-way race, and I like where I'm sitting with CMC. And I might take a piece of Bijan just to have it.
Fair enough. All right. Let's dive in, Tyler. Before we start, I'll probably be referring back to this, but I'll read it all off. I got this from Underdog NFL. What to play for in week 18? NFC, the 49ers are the 1 seed with a win. The Seahawks will be a 1 seed with the win. So the 49ers Seahawks, of course, is for the number 1 seed in the NFC. The Falcons win the division title with a win, or if the Falcons win, then the Panthers get it no matter what happens. Isn't that wild?
Isn't there a way that, like, if the Falcons win and that game ends in a tie, the Falcons get in? That'd be absolutely hilarious if it is.
So the ones I'm looking at right now didn't take ties into examples, so maybe.
That would be hilarious if that game tied and they looked at Atlanta and say, hey, you guys got to host a playoff game.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's the weird stuff going on in the NFC South. So looks like the Panthers got a pretty good shot there. And of course, we'll be talking about that game here in a little bit. The Bears become the 2 seed with the win or the Eagles loss. The Eagles, to become the 2nd seed, would need to win and for the Bears to lose. All right. In the AFC, the Ravens, division title with a win, or the Steelers, division title with a win. The Broncos become the number 1 seed if they win their game, or the Patriots lose. So the Patriots need to win and for the Broncos to lose to be the number 1 seed. The Jaguars win their division with a win, or if the Texans lose. They would become the number 1 seed if they won and the Broncos and the Patriots lost, which doesn't seem likely. The Texans, division title with a win and a Jaguars loss. Okay, so that's what we got here. Let's dive right in. Tyler, I know we normally do the best bets format, but since it's me and you, let's go to the old rundown format and we can just skip the shitty games. Excuse my language. But Carolina Panthers at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to start, Tyler. So I haven't placed any bets yet. I want to talk to you about these. But already, dude, I'm looking at Carolina, bro. It just feels like Buccaneers are like on a downward trend. They're 1-5 over their last 6 games. I just don't trust this team. I think Baker's playing hurt, and I like Carolina's defense better at this point of the season. I like Carolina to get the upset win. What do you think, Tyler?
I'm with you. Give me Bryce Young. I think they're able to run the ball, and I think they're going to win the big game. So Ted's going to have another big one, and I'm with you. I think Carolina wins outright.
All right, so we both like Carolina. We say basically just take the money line, even though they're getting 2.5. I bet you that's going to be popular, though. I would take it now. I'm seeing a plus 127. Let's move on to the next game, Tyler. The biggest game in the NFC. The Seattle Seahawks are laying 1.5 in San Francisco, taking on the Niners, total 49.5. I like the Seahawks, Tyler, but I don't think it's as much of a slam dunk as everybody thinks. And obviously this line is saying the same things because the 49ers are the Seahawks are so dominant statistically. But obviously the odds makers and the early market bettors are seeing things a little differently. And that's, I think, the strength of the San Francisco offense. However, scoring against the Seahawks is going to be a lot tougher than scoring against the Bears. I mean, geez, I wish the Bears in my neighborhood were that soft. I wouldn't be afraid when I put my trash can out at 3 a.m. You know, I have to do that, Tyler. When I drop my trash can off, I have to like blare the radio because it's like still dark. And then I have to high beam because there have been times that I go to put it out and the Bears are just there, just eating trash. Unbelievable. I think they hibernated today, though. It was only 36 degrees and all our trash was safe. I don't even know where we're going. Oh, Seahawks Niners. Your thoughts?
Just one comment you made about them, how dominant Seattle is statistically. Do we think that is a little skewed by the fact that they've blown a few teams out this year, just absolutely walked them off the field?
Yeah.
So this is one of those teams where I think we're gonna have to like take the numbers and kind of just throw them out the window.
I think that's what the sportsbooks have done here too, because if you look at the power ratings of these teams, Seahawks probably should be favored by 2.5, 3.
Yeah, but where do you start to factor in an almost fully healthy 49ers team? They're missing like 3 guys right now spread. 2 of them aren't coming back. Could come back for the championship game. So I know there's 3 very elite guys, but I think that one team is overpriced and the other one's still underpriced. Give me the Niners. I think that they win this game outright. I think Purdy has a big game. I think CMC has a big one. Kittle comes back, and they win the game. So give me the Niners. I think Saleh can create some pressures on Darnold, make some problems. He'll throw an interception or two. I like the 49ers here.
All right. Tyler likes the 49ers. I'm leaning towards the Seahawks, but I didn't play it yet. I'll let you guys know if I do. Let's move on to the Sunday slate, Tyler. The Minnesota Vikings are -6.5 against the Green Bay Packers. Total's only 36.5. Why are the Vikings laying 6.5? Is the Packers just like stuck at 7, so they're not playing for anything?
Yeah, but like my thing is if it's still going to be Malik Willis, I don't give a damn who's going out there. That's better than Max Brosmer in these guys. So why are we not on the Packers here, spread?
That's what I was thinking too.
Like this is one of those ones where it's like I think they're overthinking this line.
I mean, I know the defense looked weak against. I know the defense looked weak. It's so weird to not be looking at you while I'm talking here because of the way my thing's set up. But I know that defense looked bad, but I mean, this isn't Derrick Henry, right? This is Aaron Jones. This is Jordan Mason. It's a little different. I think the 6.5 is wrong. I mean, there's not 80 men on the roster. Like, how many people can they really bench?
That's the other thing too. I'm reading up on it now. He hasn't even LaFleur hasn't even announced that these guys are out. So this line doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, same here. All right, we both like the Vikings. We both like the Packers. We
both like the Packers. And I think it might be a little better to maybe get on first half lines this week. Because say they do run the starters and they're like, we're just going to get them a half a play. Mm-hmm. They probably lead at halftime. But like, what if they just yank everything off the field? And it's not even Malik Willis, it's the third stringer.
Yeah, also they're coming off a loss. Do you really want to go into the playoffs off 2 straight losses?
Yeah, why am I talking myself out of the full game? Bet the first half, bet the full game. Like, yeah, they're gonna win this game. Here.
Colts Texans. This is one we're talking about. It's 10 points. It's Colts or pass for me. How did the Texans lay 10? We just talked about that offense.
Can't the Texans? Well, I don't know if the Texans move up or down in the AFC. And it's also
the Texans can win the division if they win and the Jaguars lose. However, the Jaguars are playing.
Who are the Jaguars Titans, playing? But they both play at 1 o'clock. So, yeah. They both play at 1 o'clock. So again, they're going to be.
What are they? I mean, come on.
But spread.
They have to know, right? I mean, they have to just go into it.
The NFL knows, and the players know. They have guys on the sideline that are calling this out this week. You'll see teams that are like, "Hey, they're up 25 or 24-0. Their game's pretty much over. Get the starters off the field." Yeah. I don't mind Houston first half here because they unless the Jags are just beating up on the Titans in 15 minutes of game.
Do you still think Houston can get ahead by that many points? I mean, the Colts aren't that bad.
In the first half spread with the good defense they have and Riley Leonard going back under center. Yes.
But Riley Leonard's better than Phillip Rivers. Why did we even have this experiment?
I mean, they were kind of still fighting for a playoff spot, and Riley Leonard wasn't going to get them there. So
he might have. We'll never know, will we?
You go with the vet that knows the offense.
Riley Leonard should know the offense. He's been on the team the whole year.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, that was malpractice, but whatever. Where's the pictures of that stupid owner on the sideline now? Remember when they were like 7-1? Like, this owner's a genius.
Yeah.
She's sitting on the sideline. All right. I think it's too many points. I don't know if I'll need to bet it, but there's no way I'm laying 10 with the Texans. All right. Next game, Patriots Dolphins plus 11. Do we even need to talk about it? So this is one game where I would
How'd you get to the 4 o'clock games already?
Oh, because it's off the old rotation order. I'm sorry. Do you want to try and do it in the right order? We'll stay there.
Jags Titans would be next.
I'll look at the times before I write them off. All right, Cowboys Giants. We kind of talked about it already. I actually think the Giants are a little live here.
Little live. I want to see what's going on with the rest of Dallas's team. Like, is Dak the only guy going out, or the rest of the guys going out? It's just a week where you really got to pay attention to injury reports and what these guys talk about in meetings.
Okay, fair enough. All right, yeah, I don't think I want to bet that game, but I'm just saying I don't necessarily think that the Cowboys are a lock here. All right, Browns Bengals. Any reason to talk about it?
I don't. There's no reason to talk about this one, right? There's no implications here. But you know what's funny?
Go ahead.
Remember, like maybe it was like 6-7 weeks ago. I told you I was like, "Hey, Bengals win the AFC North for a pretty big number," and you're like, "There's no way." They legit had everything break the way they needed to. If they would have won one more game, this was theirs to lose.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they should have never got rid of that Amaruno guy.
I know it's so bad.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if it would have mattered. They're just such a bad franchise, you know.
Yep.
All right.
What do you think about Jags Titans?
Nothing. I don't think about Jags Titans. Am I supposed to? 13? I'm not laying 13.
First half Jags, they just beat up on them for a little bit and called dogs off.
Is it still 8.5 though, or something ridiculous? You pull your first half numbers up. I'll keep full game up. I got full game minus 13. What's your first half number?
First half here, 7.5 plus even money.
Interesting. What do you think, chat? Would you rather do first half there or full game or not play it at all? I was thinking about not playing it.
Could probably just do like a fun, because you could alt these too. Just do like a fun little like Jags minus 6.5 instead of the 7.5. Get them under a touchdown. I'm not saying bet that straight up, but like just you do that. You go in, let's say Texans or another team that could just be, we're gonna play first half. We need to make sure that we're beating up on this team. They're minus 5.5 in the first half. We could take that down to 2.5 if we wanted to, but we'll leave it at 5.5.
Why are some of these games listed at 9 a.m.? My thing's all messed up over here. It says the Falcons and the Saints are playing at 9 a.m. my time.
It doesn't even have first half lines up for Denver and New England.
I mean, I guess for Arizona, I'm wondering, no, because they're playing in Los Angeles. I know Arizona doesn't do that like Sabins. Okay. Commanders, Eagles, we're not talking about it, right? No one wants to bet that game, right?
Nothing there. Eagles probably just beat up on them.
Are the Eagles good enough to lay 7 though?
Against this team, yeah, this is their beat up matchup spread. They beat this team down every time they play them.
Yeah, we had this argument last time they played because I thought the Commanders did well against them, and I remember you read off the numbers, and it was one particular game where I bet the Commanders to cover. It stuck in my mind, and all the other ones, the Eagles had not only won but covered the spread. All right, Falcons Saints here, Tyler. Falcons, of course, coming off that huge win, but of course some of their flaws, especially in coaching, I thought came to light in that game. Did you like when I texted you all caps? You guys were talking about something else, and I'm just like, the Falcons coach is so dumb. It's 3rd and 2, and you have Bijan Robinson, all caps, emphasis.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's my question.
Unbelievable here, right?
That's my question to you, spread. Is 82.5 high enough for a guy that
because the coach is so dumb.
I mean, yeah, but this is probably his last game coaching for Atlanta.
Probably. And then what did you say? He's going to be with your guys, or how excited are you to have him back in?
If we lose and Baltimore gets the playoff spot, I'm almost guaranteeing you that they scapegoat Terrell Austin and he gets fired as the DC. And when Atlanta relieves Raheem Morris,
to be fair though, I don't think Moore's a bad DC, right? Just like Dennis Allen and Vic.
No, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he's bad, but I can see this coming from a mile away because those two are buddy already.
I don't think like you're acting like it's this terrible thing that he's going to be part of your team, but I'm saying I don't think it's that bad.
No, I just don't think that that's the one that needs scapegoated. Spread. He needs gone too, but they all need gone. From OC to head
conversation 1,000 times. I think the people know where we stand.
Yeah.
I actually am kind of hoping that he does get fired just so you guys can have a crappy coach and just suck for the rest of your life. All right. Falcons Saints. So what are we betting?
Bijan.
This game actually Bijan, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, 82.5 on his rushing prop, his receiving prop's 40.5. His receptions is 4.5 plus money. I'm betting that right now.
So if you sort over the last just 8 weeks of the season, Saints are 5-3, the Falcons are 4-4. Panthers are 3-5, and I'm going on the top of my head. I could be wrong. And the Bucks are 1-7. Kind of makes me want to take the Saints here, especially coming off that huge win on a short week.
I'll tell you one thing: Tyler Shuck is a stud, and he's going to keep that starting job spread. They don't need to draft a quarterback.
Well, they're not going to be able to. There's only 2 spots, and
they don't need one. Is what I'm saying.
No, I think he's good. I mean, there's an argument. So I saw an argument today on Giants Twitter. Costos was on it. You know Nick Costos. I like him. He's a cool guy. I met him in Vegas one time. Fun to hang out with. About Shuck and Dart. What do you think?
What about him?
Who would you rather have? So the Giants reporter said that if you called all 32 GMs, they would unanimously take Dart over Shuck. Costas said he didn't agree. He thought that a lot of people would take Shuck over Dart.
I'm taking Shuck over Dart.
I would too.
It's not even talent as much as it's the fact that Shuck can run the ball. I know.
What if Jayme? Oh, did we put the freaking link in for Jayme?
No, we didn't. I will get that over to him. I figured I remember we were talking. I didn't think he was coming on.
I totally spaced because of my stupid monitor. That's why I'm looking the wrong way this whole show.
I'll get it to him.
Oh my gosh, he has to be here for this. Did he ask you guys?
I'm taking Shuck. He did not.
Okay, well, that's good. Hopefully he kind of made it anyways. Oh, I feel terrible. All right. Yeah, I like Shuck over Dart too, just because when Dart can't run, I mean, he seems rather limited as a quarterback. I mean, it just feels like Justin Fields all over again. I think
Dart might be better talent wise. I worry that he's just not on the field.
Well, yeah, because he's going to be brain dead by year 3 the way he plays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Shuck looks like he can lead an offense. Like he's got Olave having his career best numbers. Juwan Johnson looks really good. Their run game has been non-existent. So once you get a run game there, like I'd take Shuck.
All right. Well, hopefully Jayme will jump in there. We've done a million. We talked about a million things except for ways to bet this game. Do you want to take the Saints +3? I kind of do.
I told you how I'm betting this game already. I'm betting Bijan over 4.5 receptions. I'm betting Bijan up to 100 rushing yards. I'm betting Bijan up to 3 touchdowns.
Cardinals, Rams.
How many yards is he away from breaking the scrimmage record?
I don't know.
I'm going to look that up. Keep going.
I can't believe I've already won heck of college basketball today, and I was sleeping all afternoon. All right, Rams, Cardinals. Rams are -8.
Rams.
Doesn't this seem like a great spot to take the Rams?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. If they wouldn't have lost last week, I wouldn't be.
They came out right after that game and said, "Guess what? Starters are playing next week." Once we get a first quarter line on this game, they're gonna be up double digits by the end of the first quarter spread.
All right.
I think you get 3. I think you get 2 quick, just touchdown drives straight down the field. Yeah. Just their Stafford to Puka. They might run one down the field next, but they're going to get in. Really
that might be the best bet of the week, actually. Rams first quarter.
They are going to, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So did I get all the 10 o'clock games in there that we actually want to talk about? I did, right?
I believe so.
Okay, cool. Dolphins, Patriots. We don't need to talk about that, right? Although normally I don't like laying huge points. This would be the one where I would do it.
If you do it, you do it first half because they're another one. They can't get the 1 seed if the Denver Broncos are up 21-0 at half. So if they roll into halftime and they're up 21-0 and Denver's up 21-0, there's a chance Drake May doesn't come out of halftime.
Fair enough. Chiefs, Raiders. Chiefs -5.5. That's kind of surprising to me. What do you think?
I mean, I'd probably stay away from it, to be honest. I can't bet the Raiders.
Yeah.
I can't bet the Chiefs. You guys are trying to lose, but they technically are trying to lose too. It's gonna look like that South Park episode where they.
I wonder how much gamesmanship there is there with Reed not wanting us to get the number 1 pick.
That's what I mean. Like, there's different things going on here. Pete Carroll's last game as your coach, probably his last game coaching ever. Like, he's gonna want to win.
Yeah.
It's one of those games. There's a lot going on. I'd rather not have my money anywhere near it.
Yeah, I don't think I need to bet it either. I was just surprised, given the circumstances, that line was so high. Must have just been from the complete no-show last week against the Giants.
That'd be my guess, yeah.
Also, no Geno. Does that matter to you?
I mean, it's gonna be Pickett.
Yeah,
I damn sure ain't betting on that guy.
I know he's so terrible. Like when Raiders fans were like calling for Pickett, I'm like, why?
They just didn't know.
He's not even an NFL level player, you know.
They just didn't even know what they were getting.
I think I mean, it's not like one thing if they just signed him, but to give up a 5th round, I mean, even a 5th round pick, like, come on. I would rather see that 6th rounder that we drafted play. All right, Tyler, let's talk about the most important game of the afternoon, the Bears, the Lions, the Tigers, and the Bears. Bears are -3 against the Detroit Lions.
I mean, they'll probably have special on this, but like, I don't even know if you can alt this high. Bijan needs 254 yards to break that record spread. They might just feed this man.
They might.
So I might just be betting Bijan up to like 200 some scrimmage yards. And what game are we on now?
The Bears and the Lions, and it actually matters. So I don't want to hear no BS.
Give me the Bears. I mean, the blueprint's
even
been
with that terrible defense.
Yes, put the pressure on Goff. He's going to fold. Detroit's season's over.
But is that defense able to put pressure on them?
Yes, they can get pressure on a quarterback. They just can't defend downfield.
Do you think that's going to be an issue against Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams?
If Jared Goff can get enough time. Those are.
I just don't trust the Bears to get pressure. Dude, I mean,
okay. Detroit's defense looks
bad.
This
is an overreaction show, and this is recency bias. But I mean, at halftime, I'm like, this team can't get a stop. I mean, what are they doing out there? It looks like Shanahan put the game on rookie and is playing Madden, and just every play works.
Yeah,
hand them off 7 yards.
Yeah, we think Dan Campbell. We think Dan Campbell can call plays like Kyle Shanahan. I don't.
That's good. You got me there.
I don't. Give me the Bears -3.
Props to you, that one. All right, buddy. Tyler's on the Bears. I hope you're right, just because doing this show with Jayme has made me a Bears fan. God, the Packers love ad nauseum.
What a better matchup. Could there be a better matchup?
At least you hate your team, Tyler. You actually make me like the Steelers more.
Could there be a better matchup for Caleb to get to finally be the 4,000 yard passer for the Bears than the Detroit Lions in this bad defense?
Oh yeah, there's a better matchup. Cincinnati Bengals.
I mean, it could be. Yeah. They help them pass.
New York Jets. Yeah, there's a better matchup. All right, what else do we got? Jets, Bills. I don't care. No one must be playing, right? If it's only -7.
It's gotta be. I mean, it means nothing. I'm not betting on Mitch.
Yeah, let's not do it. Okay, let's talk about your favorite team, Tyler, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the spot in which we back them. At home, an underdog, prime time. After laying an egg, after everybody's written them off. Isn't this the prime Tomlin spot? Talk to me, Tyler. There's no reason to even break down the game, because when we know it comes to these Tomlin spots, nothing makes sense.
Listen, I totally agree with everything you're saying right now. Now tell yourself you're going to do that with Adam Thielen, Scotty Miller, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling being the pieces that are going to get you there.
But that's like the Tomlin voodoo, right?
No.
That's how he does it.
But spread the voodoo can only get you so far when the talent is so bad. You're gonna go, well, he won with Duck Hodges. Yeah, his defense was scoring a touchdown every game, and they weren't giving up more than like 17 points. They also had weapons on that field. They have a 42-year-old quarterback and no weapons against a defense that's actually come to life the last couple weeks. I agree with you, Tony. This is a Tomlin spot, but I think this is a Tomlin spot that it's going to just be overwhelming, that you don't have enough talent right now. Can they score 20 points? Ask yourself that.
logically, no. But all this, every single one of these Tom Tomlin primetime wins like defies logic.
If you were Baltimore's defensive coordinator, how are you playing defense Sunday?
Zachary Orr, I know his name.
All right, Mr. Blindside, how are you playing defense? How are you playing defense Sunday night? What is your game plan?
Take Caleb Johnson out of the game. Don't let Caleb Johnson beat me.
I'm legit.
Oh, sorry, I was having flashback to the summer when we were drafting him.
I'm manning up the receivers because Darnell Washington's out too. That is another big piece that's not getting talked about.
Yeah, literally.
I think they are going to man-to-man all the wide receivers. They are going to stack the box. Roquan Smith is going to be all over the running back. And it's going to legit take a Rodgers legacy game to get them out of this one. Could it happen? Yes. I think that TJ's not coming back either. The defense has looked all right in the last couple of weeks. I think Derrick Henry does what he did last week.
Yeah, but you hate your own team.
I do, but I agree.
Who hates their own team more? Me with Vivek Ranadive or you with Mike Tomlin?
If DK Metcalf was playing in this game, I would be betting the +3.5 and the Steelers money line.
I agree. That shit is so BS, dude.
I can't bet them when they couldn't score a touchdown last week. They could barely get down the field with what they had.
The Browns defense is way better than the Ravens. Mike Robb, I'm sorry.
I agree on the year.
And they're at home.
But I agree on the year they're better. But what Baltimore has done in recent weeks is impressive.
Well, I'm rooting for you guys, dude. I'll probably end up betting you just because it doesn't make any sense, dude.
It doesn't, but I'm just telling you this.
That's the typical Tomlin spot, though.
He's going to need to thread the needle for this one.
All right, Tyler. That's it for Week 18. Any like Super Bowl picks or anything right now? Do you have any playoff picks like futures that you've already put in?
I mean, I haven't put in any NFL like futures for the postseason. I have the awards we're sweating out. What do you think about MVP? You think May's going to steal it now that Stafford had that bad game?
I don't know. Mike Rob says, I will remember this. I don't bet those MVP awards. I mean, to me, Josh Allen's still the most valuable player in the league.
I mean,
that's why it's like hard for me.
I see what you're saying, but this is going to be that argument where it's like statistically, there's one guy in every sports league that's just like they overuse them, so they are the MVP every year. Because if you pulled them, then their numbers are just so bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we all agree that like the Bills, out of all the true Super Bowl contenders, have the weakest supporting cast.
Not 100%, but
who's a weaker supporting cast that's a real Super Bowl contender? Like,
are they a real Super Bowl contender spread? Tell yourself that.
Yes.
I don't think so.
How are they not?
Because I think
let's give Drake May the MVP because he put up 42 points on the Jets. Well, Josh Allen's got to go against the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, of course, Drake May looked better.
I mean, the spread, he's looked better all year.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
He's looked better like in a couple games tops.
Let's compare stats. I guarantee you he's got this dude beating like almost every stat board.
In stats, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, when you watch and you see what Josh Allen's doing, like, just throwing linebackers to the ground, picking up third downs with his legs, gunning. All right, go ahead. Because you rolled your eyes.
Now you're just going, well, like, he's making these kind of plays. Like, he's just an athlete. He's running. Don't get me wrong, Josh Allen's a stud. But Drake May's had a better season than Josh Allen.
Okay, read off the numbers for me, Mr. Nerd.
Oh, here. What? I'm going to get the stat thing comparing them. Get Josh Allen in here.
Well, let's just pull up EPA. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's start that argument. Oh no, that's career. We don't want career. Go back.
Yes, we do.
Drake May's got 2 years under him. If we extend them numbers, I bet you he's better. Off the 2 years numbers. right,
All right,
let's see.
so what do you got for us?
Drake May, 16 games played. He has a
Against
13-3
the weakest
record.
schedule in the league. Let's make sure we
To
get that out there.
11-5. He has a 72 completion percentage to a 69.
Completion percentage is the stupidest stat.
He's got 4,200 passing yards to 3,600 passing yards attempt.
He's got more rushing yards. I was curious.
He has an 8.9 to an 8. His passing yards per game, he has a 262.7 to a 229.3. His passing touchdowns, he has 30 to a 25. His interceptions, May has 8. Allen has 10. Quarterback rating, Drake May has 112.9. Josh Allen has 102.2. Rushing attempts, Josh Allen has 112. Drake May has 98. Josh Allen has 579 yards. Drake May has 409. Averaging 5.2 rushing yards attempt for Allen, 4.2 for May. 14 rushing touchdowns for Allen, 4 for May. And Allen has 30 more fantasy points. So what did he do?
This is a fantasy football show. Josh Allen's obviously better.
Oh, yeah. We'll go with that.
All right.
Mind you, Drake May won me my fantasy championship, so.
Congratulations. I'm like the worst. I'm quitting managed leagues. I'm only going to play Dynasty.
I played
huge super flex.
Spread that. There's that meme of the guy with the sword, like the little guy, the knight, and there's like the giant like dragon in front of him, and he looks like he's like minuscule. That's basically the matchup I was in my work league in fantasy. The guy on the other side, this was the trio I was going against. Mind you, the rest of his team dudded, and one of these guys also had a dud, so this is why I won. He had Puka, he had JSN, and he had Trey McBride. It's a scary team.
You won?
Yeah, I won.
See, you'd have to ask me. I'm like Meg, dude. I'm retiring from redraft.
I only do that.
The only way I'll play redraft if it's super deep. I need 3 wide receiver spots. I need 2 to 3 flex spots.
I do my work fantasy league spread because it's a bunch of yinzers. So they draft Boswell. They'll draft Jalen Warren pretty high. They'll draft the defense in like the 5th round.
To be fair, Jalen Warren was a good pick this year.
He was a great pick. But what I'm saying is they overdraft the Steelers players. And they'll leave guys on the board that shouldn't be on the board. So it's nice to just be like, let me grab this.
See, that's what sucks about being in Northern California. You can't really overdraft 49ers, right?
Yeah. Who's our quarterback next year? One little fun question then on the show. Give me 3 names who you think could be the Steelers quarterback next year.
Mason Rudolph. I mean, I don't know. Like, who are you guys linked to?
I mean, just think of some of the guys that could be moved in the offseason.
Malik Willis is the popular one right now. I don't think
he's one of the ones I think we could bring in because we talked about drafting.
But is he going to be any good without LaFleur?
Maybe not, but the Steelers.
It's just like, do you remember how good I thought Garoppolo was when Shanahan was his coach?
The Steelers they were linked to him when that draft happened. They worked him out when they worked out Pickett. So there is some ties in there. I think he's one. I think Kyler's a possibility, depending on what happens there.
Hope not.
And this is one I actually want. I don't know if this one's going to happen or not. I hope Dallas goes, you know what? We're done with Dak. Where's his next team at?
Why would they do that?
Because it's the Dallas Cowboys. They got to look for someone to blame for these bad seasons.
No. They're trying to push him for MVP this week or for passing. No,
I hope that they sour on Dak. And they want to trade. They want to get some picks and load up, and we get a nice.
Okay, we're doing realistic things. Willis is realistic. Who else is realistic?
Kyler. He's getting a new home this offseason.
And that would be bad. I so hope that for your sake that's not true.
The only way I want him brought to Pittsburgh is if Arthur Smith is also out and the OC is brought in to be paired with him. You see what I'm saying? I
don't think you want him no matter what, dude. He's not a winning player. Like how can you win with Kyler Murray?
You're telling but to think about this spread, you're telling me that the guys he would bracket in with in this little breakdown would be like Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. He's a better athlete than both of them. He's a better football player than both of them. Yeah, he might be 3 inches shorter than them, but a change of scenery, a change of coaching. We've seen both them guys turn into legit starters in the NFL. Kyler can't do the same.
I mean, I guess you're right, only because Tomlin is like probably one of the best coaches in the league.
Yeah, because he's developed quarterbacks. Yeah, that's why I said we need to bring in the OC to pair with him.
He develops everybody else. I mean,
yeah, he developed them wide receivers to just beat up fans and stuff.
Mike Tomlin. What if Mike Tomlin showed up to your post game wearing a Ron Artest jersey? Not Meta World Peace either. I'm talking about Ron Artest. Look it up, kids. All right. Tyler, how old were you when that happened?
What year was that?
2002, 2003, maybe?
Like 7 years old.
Do you remember it?
No. I remember like the videos of it, but I don't remember seeing it like live or anything.
I mean, do you remember people talking about it, or were you young? Yeah. All right. Okay. Any other final thoughts, Tyler?
No, I was just trying to find. Tomlin had a pretty dumb quote that he said today in a press conference. So I was trying to find that.
What do you mean, Tom? Is that physically even possible? I don't think Tomlin can have a dumb quote. This sounds like misinformation, Tyler.
They asked Tomlin, they were like, are you dwelling on, like, do you have any frustrations of not clinching the AFC North last week and looking toward Baltimore? And he said, my windshield is bigger than my rear view.
How is that a dumb quote, dude? That's hella smart, dude.
Yeah.
How do you not love this guy?
He's going to go chomp on gum and just stomp around with his arms crossed on the sideline while Derrick Henry's running rampant on us on Sunday night.
Well, Tyler, I can tell that
those touchdowns.
You got a pretty big rear view, Tyler. Maybe you should get a better windshield, buddy.
Mike Robb, we're putting on purple Sunday night.
No, nobody hates their team more than you. Boy, if I could combine your hatred for the Steelers with Jayme's love for the Packers, we could get like a balanced, nuanced football fan on this show.
To create like free energy or something.
All right, that's it for us this week. Oh, Tyler, out of everything, someone's only going to make one bet this week. What's your favorite bet for NFL Week 18?
Does it have to be a side or a total?
No. Even though you're doing a prop party on Friday.
Bijan. You go rate the Bijan. Whichever one you want. Receiving yards, rushing
Thanks
yards.
for ruining the prop party, Tyler. Let's see if anyone even shows up now.
Listen, I got
give
more.
Me a side or a total.
Side or a total. Give me the Packers. Give me the Packers plus 5.5, and I think they win the game.
I got 6.5 offshore, bro.
Yeah. Give me them 6.5. Give me the money line too.
All right. We're on the Green Bay Packers. That's it for us, guys. We'll be back next week, right? And then we'll have official playoffs. And we will have a wild card round. Is that just like what? 10 days away?
Give us. What was that?
It's 10 days away from wild card football.
Yeah, because they'll probably give us a game on a Saturday.
There'll be 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday,
and a Monday night.
Two on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and a Monday night game.
And a Monday night. Yeah.
Yeah, Monday night's stupid. I hate Monday night football games. As far as playoffs, it's such a disadvantage.
Who's getting the dreaded Saturday afternoon game?
Texans.
Texans versus the winner of the AFC North.
Yeah, it's AFC 4 versus 5 right there. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, that's it for us guys here at the Fanspeak Network. Thank you everybody for hanging out as usual. Mike Rogg, Jayme, everybody. I see you guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be back next week. But if you want more of the incredible analysis, the incredible self-hatred from Tyler Hicks, tune into the prop party this Friday.
Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep.